Hey guys, it's Jim again. I'm going to do another video. I got my Father's Day gifts, and it was all shaving stuff this year, so I'm very happy about that. One thing I got was a new Marvy mug, which I was very interested in, considering the reviews I'd read in the, I don't know if you can see that, but Marvy mug, rubber shaving mug, Marvy Company, professional. But it's very sturdy rubber, a little bit of flex to it. You got to squeeze hard to get that flex, but the kids can knock it on the floor and it won't break, so that's good. It has, right now in it, my current favorite summer soap. It's a Stirling soap, a puck of Stirling Lemon Glacial Chill, and or Glacial Lemon Chill, Glacial Lemon Chill, Lemon Glacial Chill. Right now it's my favorite soap, especially with the heat, Southern California, and it retails for $8 on Stirling's website for a puck, a 4.5 ounce puck for $8 US. So I'm very happy with this soap. I've been shaving with it almost every day, even though I've been trying to use other soaps. It's been hard. I just got a bunch of soaps from somebody on the Badger and Blade Marketplace, and a couple like four pretty full tubs and some samples. So I'm excited about trying those in other videos, but I want to give a review on this because it's just great menthol soap. Strong, but not the strongest out there from what I understand. But I'm also going to do a review on this. Stephanie was digging around on YouTube, and she told me that guys are talking about using these ELF or ELF contouring Kabuki brushes. It's synthetic. I already used it. It lathers like a monster. It's a contoured brush. It's made for putting on foundation or powder or something to that effect. But it's very fine. This is the size. This is my Omega S brush, synthetic. So you can see the size difference. The brush itself is broader by a small margin on the ELF. Handle, of course, is short. It's a little bit difficult, but not impossible. It's just to reach down and get inside this mug. It's much easier with my synthetic or a standard brush in general. This dips. It's almost gone. You've got to reach down in there. I think this is going to be much more useful with a crope. Like say I used I've got some Razor Rock here, which I'm hoping to do a review on soon. The Tobacco 2. I've got two containers of Tobacco 1. I really liked it. But the Tobacco 2. See, you've got a crope tub. It's going to be easier to manipulate with the crope container. So you might also, it's very fine. It's not that fine, but it's very, very fine. Much significantly softer than my S brush. So I'm going to give it a challenge, though. I'm going to use it. I only used it with a crope. I'm going to try it on my hard brush, or my hard soap, this Glacial Lemon Chill. If it doesn't work, rather than switch soaps, I'm just going to switch to my synthetic. But I'm hoping that it's going to be up to the challenge. So let me soak it real quick. I haven't tried it with a hard brush yet, or tried it on a hard soap yet, so we'll see. Get a little bit more water. You see, it's kind of a little bit difficult to manipulate in this Marvy mug, but it's already getting some lather going. I've been really enjoying using this Marvy mug. It's I don't know, the hard soaps, rather than bowl lathering, I do a lot of face and head, head lathering, and then I just lather up my face after my cheeks and my neck, my throat area, with the leftover lather that I'm not using on my head. But this menthol is just so lemony. I love it. Especially in the heat. The menthol is great. The handle's a little bit hard to manage in this mug. Plus this, with this short handle and there's no ergonomics to it, it's a little slippery. Having to clamp down on it a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a mug lathering brush I'm going to use very much, but it lathers up great, and it's with tax probably about $7. So let me wet my head real quick. I've been shaving daily, just doing kind of DFS shaves, the little darn fine shaves, just so I can get more practice. I'm not really that concerned with getting the baby's butt smooth shave every day. I could do that every day, but I think it'd just be a little bit rough on my face. I've been getting a lot more practice though. The only drawback, if this had more handle, I could see me growing to love it. But it just doesn't have the handle to get into the mug. That, and having a bit more handle makes it easier to manipulate. But to be perfectly honest, it's not like debating the ergonomics of a razor handle, because honestly you're not really manipulating this tool for very long. But I think that this is definitely going to be my travel brush. I mean, look at this lather that I'm getting from a hard soap with this little Kabuki. It's amazing. Just small circles, and this one doesn't tangle apparently. Stephanie does a lot of ELF reviews. I mean, they send her stuff that's not even on the market yet to test. So she's got a pretty good relationship with her Twitter account with ELF, so she told me to get one of these. We went down to Target and we each got one. And I figured I'd give it a fair shake. And as a travel brush, I think this is outstanding. It's small and effective. You can really get a good lather with it easily, considering it's so short. Get a little bit out. I always take my shower after I shave, and I find that better soaps for shaving soaps and creams are outstanding beard conditioners. I don't get flaky skin under my beard, so I always kind of lather up my beard with some leftover lather and just let it soak in until I take my shower. Now I'm going to use my Edwin Jagger. I've got another razor hopefully coming on the way soon. I gifted one of my brother-in-law gifted him, well, my girlfriend's brother gifted him my Razor Rock Mission because he just fell in love with the handle. He's a mechanic, aircraft mechanic by training. He runs a machine shop or manages a machine shop, but he fell in love with that handle because it's like a socket wrench for a ratchet. It's got such a good knurling on it. He just fell in love with it. So, okay. Oh, and this is my Edwin Jagger line handle. I've got a Gillette Platinum blade in it for those of you that care. Gillette Platinum. That's the blade that's in it right now. I'm on my second shave with it. Hopefully it'll hold up. I don't foresee it having a problem. Oh yeah. Coming off nice. Yeah, I've been learning as a new wet shaver how important no pressure is, and how I didn't know what no pressure was until I started shaving with a double-edged razor. I thought I knew. I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm going to let my neck soak a little bit more. I've been letting my neck get a little bit more time with the lather. It's been helping me deal with razor burn and nicks. Oh, the menthol in this stuff is amazing. My eyes are kind of stinging right now. This ELF brush makes a great lather. But the contour is funny. You kind of have to, the bevel on the brush, you have to make sure you're holding it the right way, or you can kind of big gouges in your lather. Brushing this up a little bit. Do my first pass on my head. Yeah, this Stirling soap, I gotta, to be perfectly honest, I got a couple Stirling soaps. The first one I was very excited to use because of the reviews. It was Margaritas in the Arctic. And I don't know what it was, but it must have been the batch that I got had some issues with the tallow, and it was a tremendously strong tallow smell compared to some of the other soaps I've used. It was really strong, and I didn't mind it at first, but after I aired it out on Badger and Blade, some guys recommended that I air it out. So I aired it out for 2 days, just sitting in the Marvy mug. And after I aired it out, after the tallow smell had dissipated, I was able to acknowledge that that tallow smell was right out of the package, was borderline unpleasant to me. And I'm not easy. I used to be a Navy corpsman, and Navy corpsmen are notorious, apparently, in the military for being difficult to gross out, considering the things we deal with on a regular basis. And it was coming close to something that I would not be able to put on my face. I mean, I can deal with a lot with gloves on, but that it wasn't rancid. It was just a very gamey smell, and I could have handled it if I had to, but it was a little strong. So I yanked it out of the Marvy mug and just decided to give this Glacial Lemon Chill a try, and the Glacial Lemon Chill is my favorite so far. Out of all the soaps I've tried. To me, it's got just the right amount of menthol. I might like something with more menthol, but I honestly haven't tried too many super strong menthols. I'd like to try some Cryogen from Chiseled Face, maybe some Yeti Snot from wherever I can find it. It's not a bad first pass. Get that. I really like this Edwin Jagger. I'm really enjoying the mild shave because I can adjust my blades and feel safer on my head, but my head's always been very forgiving. So I can just put a sharper blade in. I've been trying lots of different blades. That's mostly what I've been doing. I figured if I got an Edwin Jagger or something quality that I knew was going to be a good razor, I really wouldn't have to worry about the razor too much. I just have to focus on blades, which is what I've been doing, working on my technique. And trying new things. Lots of samples from websites like Maggard Razors. I love that website. This is going to be a little, I feel, no view to speak of the back of my head. I just know where things are from years of shaving my head with safety razors. I just had to learn to do things a little bit differently. No pressure. That's a big one. I think that's all of it. Back of my head. Close enough. Yeah, like giving my neck, my throat, I don't say my neck because I shave the back of my neck. I don't give my throat enough time to soften up with this good lather. I find if I really focus on my lather time, letting it soak and giving it no pressure, I can get away with a lot. My neck hair growth is so funky. My throat. As soon as I get below my nose, my beard just goes in all different directions. Crazy directions. So I have to accommodate or suffer. And I rarely go for a BBS on my neck, my throat area. I only do close enough so that I know it's there. Nobody else needs to know. I'm just going to do 2 passes on my neck today. My throat area. So I'm just going to do 2 passes everywhere. No need to overdo it. Right now, most of the schools that I work at are on summer break, so I'm not all that busy. I have a little vacation. Comfortable time to learn a new skill like wet shaving. Experiment with some stuff, window shop, online. Good times. Yeah, this is not something I would want to use as a daily brush, but it is a good economy brush. It's an outstanding brush as it goes for lathering. My main complaint is, and it's a synthetic, my main complaint is the handle. That short little handle. I find I end up, grabbing the base of the brush itself just to be able to manipulate it the way I want to, which to me lends to the idea of it being a travel brush that doesn't take up much space, that isn't going to be used a lot, but is still effective. So, yeah, I think that's going to be my new travel brush, and I don't think it'll fail in that respect for that duty. Still got a lot of menthol. And the great thing about this stuff is that it has such a great glide and great cushion. I mean, I can hear the razor, the blade on my skin, but I can't really feel it. That might be the numbing effect of the menthol, I'm not sure. And it might be the effect of the menthol toning up my skin, I'm not sure. But I've been finding that as I've been using this Glacial Lemon Chill higher menthol soap, my occurrence of nicks, I haven't got any weepers pretty much since the first week I started this, but I find my occurrence of nicks are down to almost nothing. As long as I'm very, very conscious of no pressure. Just enough to keep the razor in contact with my skin. That's it. Use short strokes where I need to. I can still get a very, very good shave. Without any effort. Just being a little careful, especially around goofy areas like my ears, top of my ears, where it's always a little goofy. I'm just going for appearance. I know there's a little bit of whiskers there, and I could do a 3-pass with some touch-up BBS, but it's not necessary today. It's just not necessary. I look good, I feel good, and that's what's important in this. Going to do a across the grain pass on the back of my head. Now the hair on my head grows at an angle too. It kind of grows down like this from like the top. Now I've got a cowlick on the back of my head that is non-existent anymore, but it still thinks it's there. Kind of swirls like this, and it grows down from the back at an angle towards, from the top of my right top of my head to the bottom left of my neck. So if I go across the grain from left to right, I'm kind of going at like 75% against the grain. So it ends up yielding, and it's not as aggressive on the shaving pattern scale, but can get a really good shave going from left to right as opposed to right to left. Maybe 75% of what you would expect from a against the grain pass. And I've got these funky little areas on my head on the top that grow in different directions. Kind of grow up and out. So I have to make sure to get those, or it doesn't turn out quite right. So, let me get my neck. One more pass. Just an easy pass. Yep. It wouldn't pass the cotton ball test, but it works. Oh, cold washcloth on that menthol. Woo. Chilly. But I can't say enough about this Stirling Glacial Lemon Chill. It is outstanding. Menthol soap. Really, really nice. Great cooling effect. I think it would be too much for some people, but I love menthol, especially on my head. I haven't tried any menthol shaving creams or aftershaves. I mean, anything strong, but I love it in a shaving soap. So, Stirling, and if you need a travel brush or you're just looking for an affordable starter brush, this ELF Contouring Kabuki brush. Bought it at Target. It was like $6 and change, $6-7 bucks. Amazing brush. Considering the size, I can't believe how well it lathers, even on a hard puck. Relatively hard puck. This isn't the hardest soap, but relatively. So, yeah. If you're looking for menthol shaving soap for the summer, and you like the idea of sticking your head in a bucket of ice cold lemonade, give the Stirling Lemon Glacial Chill a try. It's outstanding. Glide, outstanding cushion, outstanding smell, outstanding menthol, lasting menthol. I'm going to jump in the shower and I'm still going to feel menthol for 15-20 minutes. So yeah, Glacial Lemon Chill is my current summer favorite soap. I will be trying others, but it's on top right now. So, you guys take care, and I'll see you next time.